We're going to look at Liam versus a lefty and a righty. Now, Liam fights out of the southpaw stance, so when fighting a lefty, which puts him in the closed stance, he likes to use a double lead hand feint or controlling jab in order to throw his rear hand straight or cross. And then at times he'll follow up with a lead hook. Now, when fighting a righty in the open stance, he'll play a lot of jab games. So, like pull, then jab, jab, pull, jab, or jab, then hook to his rear foot. You'll notice I broke these out into individual clips. First, let's check out the film versus a lefty. So Liam has a rear foot jab. He's going to catch his opponent right here. His opponent popped up. And then the opponent's going to pull on that second jab to his rear foot. And then when Liam throws his rear hand, he's going to drop underneath it. Now, a lot of this film study is going to revolve around this position where Liam is staying on that lead foot. In order to prevent a counter, one of the things that Liam likes to do is either smother his opponent and or push off. In this case, he's pushing off. If his opponent had a counter here, I'm curious how Liam would handle it. For example, when he was down here, if he came back with an uppercut or a rear straight. Now let's build off that idea. Here we have that same setup. Liam's going to do a double jab and then throw his rear hand. And notice his opponent. His opponent pulled and then dropped, right, off of those jabs. Now what I want you to do is watch his opponent, what he does here. He's going to roll up to his lead foot. See, he's over his lead foot right here. I'm going to play that back. So jab, jab, drop. Now, his opponent could have easily just come back with an uppercut. And I'm curious to know how Liam would have handled that counter. Unfortunately, we don't get it answered in this film study because his opponent never counters on this beat. But it's still important information for Liam all the same. And I'm going to explain why shortly. Now let's watch how his opponent changes how he defends. Prior, he was pulling and dropping. But now, notice he's in this high guard. And when Liam comes, he's throwing these triple jab there, throws his rear hand. Now, he knows that his opponent hasn't been countering back on this beat. So this is actually the fourth beat because 3 jabs and then that rear hand came. So no counters are coming, so it feels comfortable that he could throw this hook to the body. Now, his opponent does counter right here when Liam was escaping. Let's play this out again. Jab, jab, jab. That's a little bit of a placeholder right there. He's not even really trying to do anything with that. But it's all set up for that hook to the body. And then his opponent counters. So how many beats is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it took him 6 beats to counter Liam. 6 beats. Again, same setup. We have that double jab right there. And then here comes that rear hand. But notice that rear hand, it's just a placeholder. He's just trying to set up that lead hook to the body. So he hits him there. Now, this time his opponent, he does counter over top. So he did catch him on that 4th beat. So let's watch that play out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th beat. So, and now we're going to see in the next clip, though, how he negates that counter by doing a little step in and push. Now that we got this combination on repeat, we're going to notice a couple more things in this clip. So here comes that jab, jab. Now watch how he controls with the jab. He's just controlling his opponent's head so he could throw his rear hand and then that lead hook to the body. Rear hand, lead hook to the body. Now, his opponent's in a counter here because his weight is on his rear foot. He's in a counter with a rear hook. But what I want you to notice is what Liam does. He's going to step in with his forearms and then he's going to push off the opponent. So there's the step in. See how his forearms are into his opponent, and then he pushes off. We have another clean sequence. There's the double jab, controlling jab. There's the cross, hook to the body. Yeah, this one was super clean. No counters came back from his opponent at all. Again, we got that double jab. It's controlling. There's the placeholder, hook to the body. Now, what I want you to notice, see his opponent? He's on his lead foot here. He's going to look to counter hook, but notice what Liam does. Liam's just going to fall in to negate that counter. That's how he fell in. Let's watch it again. and then he fell in. So there's no counter there. Boom. Now we're going to watch him versus a right-handed fighter. He does a lot of jab games. So let's watch this play out. He's in a jab, and his opponent is going to put his hand on top of Liam's hand, and then he's going to come over the top with the same hand, looking to jab him. Now Liam, notice all his weight is on this lead foot. So when his opponent jabs, he'll pull and then immediately come back over the top with his own jab. So again, let's watch that play out. So here's that down parry. His opponent jabs, he'll pull, he'll spring right back with his own jab. Here's another variation of this. Watch, he'll throw out this jab, and again, he's keeping his weight on his lead foot on purpose. So when his opponent does come charging in, he could throw a hook. So let's watch that play out, and then there's the hook. So again, on that lead foot, stays on that lead foot, and then his opponent will attack, and I'll hook. Now we'll see a little bit more hand play from Liam. So watch, he reaches out again. Now this time, notice how he actually grabbed his opponent's hand. He's going to pull it toward him, and then he's going to fold his jab back out as opponent, all in one motion. Pull, push. And then let's watch that play out again. Hand game, and then he grabs it. He's going to pull it toward him and then fold it back. Well, we made it to the last clip. Now, what we're going to see is Liam look to grab his opponent's lead hand. His opponent, though, stays in that high guard and actually rolls to that front foot. Now, we've come full circle because we're going to watch Liam do 2 feints here and then throw his rear straight. And then again, full circle. See how he falls into his opponent right there? And what I mean by full circle is that's what he was doing in the beginning of this film study. So let's watch that again. Looks to grab, feint, straight, and then falls into his opponent.